Who is Mike Hawk? Good morning. I will have to look that up. No, I don't. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Please thumbs up the video, like, comment, share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We are on the path to 3,000 subscribers. We're right there. Like, comment, and share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. No, I never heard of him. Just giving YouTube a chance. Hey, Kate. Just giving YouTube a chance to send out some notifications. Please like, comment, and share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on our path to 3,000 subscribers. We're growing here. Thank you so much, Kate. I appreciate you. I'm sending peace and blessings to every last one of you. Please thumbs up the video. We got some stuff to get into, okay? We got some stuff. The internet is on fire. Yes. I'm just giving YouTube a chance to send out some notifications. I love you all. And I appreciate every last one of you joining me. Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. That is the free way to support the channel, and that helps us get into YouTube's algorithm. Please thumbs up the video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hey, greetings, Mexico. Mexico, we're gone. Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. Thank you for joining me. We are international over here at the Knotty Love Movement, okay? We are in the UK. We're in Africa. We're all over. Hey, Belgium in the house. Greetings, greetings. Peace and blessings to you. India in the house. Good evening. Good evening. Thank y'all for joining me. Love you all. Sending peace and blessings. Please like, comment, and share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on the path to 3,000 subscribers. We're growing every day over here, and I appreciate all of your support. Donations are definitely appreciated. We're monetized over here, but the free way to support the channel is to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Braylee, of course. Shout out to Braylee Bowling. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you, Steve, for subscribing. Love you all. Love you all. Yes, please thumbs up the video. Okay, I see 15 people in the room. I need 15 likes to match. Thank you so much. We have so much to get into, okay? Thank you. We're gonna get into, there's still some aftermath with Cam Newton and his fourth baby mama, Jasmin Brown. We're gonna get into that because she is really acting like a pick me, even though she wasn't in favor of pick-me's. We're going to get into that, all right? We're going to get into Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives, coming out swinging and trying to defend her daughter's actions with dating her friend's ex. Weird. Dating and pregnant. I don't even call it dating. Pregnant. Another baby mama situation. We're going to get into some love and hip hop drama, and Little Baby has been arrested in Las Vegas. So please thumbs up the video, share my content. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Most importantly, engage with the channel. All these things help me get into YouTube's algorithm. I appreciate you all joining me today. I hope you all are having a great week thus far. Yes, yes. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Thank you, Briley. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Please help me to get to 3K subs. We are currently at 2,837. We're right there, Knotty Crew. So please, please, like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. Yes. We are building the channel the old-fashioned way. I built my channel from the grounds up. I went to YouTube University to figure everything out. And here we are, okay? Almost to 3K subs. So, shout out to all my Knotty Crew. I would not be able to do this without you. So, peace and blessings, and I appreciate you all. I'm forever humbled, all right? Let me put the Cash App in there, okay, just in case anybody wants to donate. It's not required, but of course it'll be appreciated. This week my laptop was damaged by water, so I have to get a new laptop. So if anybody wants to donate, I would appreciate the help. All the help. This is what the donations go to. All right, we also got T-Boz speaking out. Speaking out. Recently, she was hospitalized for a stomach blockage. Okay, the Cash App is pinned to the top. And let's start a poll. Let's see. All right. I started a poll. Please participate. T-Boz is okay now, okay? She is also speaking out. We're going to get into that, and we're also going to get into Jasmin Brown, okay? Now, Cam Newton just recently sat down with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on his podcast, and she got him all the way together. Some of the highlights, she talked about how his behavior with creating multiple broken homes, which means like he has three baby mamas, 8 kids, and I think Jasmin Brown is the 4th baby mama, okay? And Dr. Bryant got him and Nick Cannon all the way together for being irresponsible with their seed and creating broken homes. And in that interview, I think Cam Newton was turned on personally because she's a very intelligent, educated woman. In that interview, he revealed that he still wants more children. He just recently had a baby with Jasmine Brown. He did not mention that he wanted those babies with Jasmine Brown. But on the tail end of that, he says he doesn't want to get married. He'll prefer to just continue to create all these broken homes, all right? And I feel like Jasmine is going crazy because he's still not claiming her. He really is not, all right? So Cam Newton trends after Dr. Cheyenne Bryant calls out his low functioning behavior in creating broken homes. So shout out to Ice Cream and Convo. So former NFL star Cam Newton trends after Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's powerful insight on his relationship choices in the latest Funky Friday podcast. Now, fans are saying like they are shading Cam because he titled the video because I think he couldn't take the fact that she was being honest. But she also said the same thing to Nick Cannon. As you all, I think Nick Cannon has like 12 children, all different moms. So after the interview, fans are looking, and shout out to the Jasmine Brown. They think Cam Newton is shading Dr. Bryant with the title of his YouTube video. Your 41-year-old relationship couple still single. Cam Newton and Dr. Bryant debate. Okay? And I have something to say. I have some insight when it comes to that. Because just because you're single, that doesn't make you not a good pick to me. Okay? That just makes you very particular and picky. All right? Y'all let me know. Y'all think Cam Newton was shading Dr. Bryant? Well, she also got Nick Cannon together, okay? Because Nick Cannon, he is all over the place. You know, I think he's been lost since him and Mariah broke up. And that's who he really want. But Mariah like, you take you and all them kids and y'all go to the left. My kids will not participate in your shenanigans. I believe Nick Cannon was trying to produce all these kids because I don't know if you guys know, but he suffers with lupus. And the only way to kind of cure that situation is if you get a liver. And I think he was having all those kids for the liver. But let's hear what Dr. Bryant had to say to Nick Cannon. Okay, shout out to the Shade Room for capturing the footage. But it's kind of similar what she said to Cam Newton. It all will tie together, okay?
I have dealt with some people that balance me and are equally yoked, and at times have I been manipulative and preyed on certain things just because I'm a man.
Right. And but not all men do that. We don't want to blanket all men.
And
all
I was
men
taking
do not prey and manipulate. Not all men.
First of all humans prey and manipulate, but in a man in a relationship,
not in a praying way.
If I see that I can say, okay, I feel like I need this and this person has this, I'm going to do and say whatever I need to do to get that.
But Nick.
So therefore, I have dealt with some people that...
Okay, so very predatory behavior on his part. He's admitting that he's manipulative. Candace, Jasmine Brown is Cam Newton's last baby mama, okay? His third or fourth baby mama.
But seriously, to all the women that you've encountered, ladies, I'm saying this. The reason why it's worked for you is because you have chosen and to prey on low-functioning women who don't have the emotional intelligence. No, I'm going there. Who will allow you to do that, Nick? And when I say allow, it's not a control thing. When I say allow, I'm not saying that she sits across you and says, this is what you won't do. You're crossing a boundary. Nick.
I disagree.
All due respect.
I agree.
I don't know if it's the Libra in me, if it's my abandonment issues as a child. I'm quick to be like, we agree to disagree, so I'm out. I'll run. I'll detach. I'll act like, I'll shut down. I'll internalize. And I know that's not healthy, but just as a man, to stay away from conflict with any woman in my life, I'll just be like, we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You can have that. I don't know if
Coward.
it's the Libra.
Coward. All right. On the tail end of that, as I highlighted, this is Cam Newton, and we're about to get into his baby mother. When Dr. Brian sat down on his podcast, Cam Newton says he wants more children. He said, my desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. All right. So these are broken men, right? Broken men out here betting women, creating children, and creating more broken homes. Why? Because they don't want to deal with and walk through their trauma. Admittedly, that Nick Cannon said, this is the problem. And you know, Jasmin Brown is his last baby mom, and Cam Newton strikes me as the type of person, once he knock you up, he on to the next. He on to the next. And there's no commitment there. All right. Now, Jasmin Brown has been very vocal about her stance on being a pick-me, but here we have it. Her out here acting like a pick-me. Okay. She said it out her own mouth. All right. Here we go. I'm going to get into that footage. The trolls are trolling. Grand Rising, grown woman. Let me tell you something. If anybody is disrespectful in my chat, I'ma just time you out. I don't have time for your low vibrational energy. This good vibes over here. Good vibes over here. So if you don't have anything positive to say, get out my chat. You do not have to be here, okay? But thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Share if you care. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because we on our path to 3,000 subscribers, okay? Keep it on. Keep pushing. Right now, we getting into these men out here that are so irresponsible with their seed, and to me it's because they don't want to deal with their traumas. Okay, they really be having mommy issues and they don't want to face it, and that's why they bed hop and create all these broken homes, right? So meantime, you got casualties. You got women out here like Jasmin Brown, who is Cam Newton's last baby mama, okay, doing all these wifely duties without actually being a wife. We're going to get into that. Like, because I'm not, if you want me to be a role, a participant as a wife, you need to put a ring on it. We need to make it official, and then we'll go from there. Before then, all you get is girlfriend duties. Okay? All right? We ain't producing no kids, nothing. So let's hear what Jasmin had to say about being a pick-me before we get into her recent "let me cater to you, man." Okay, here we go.
To do everything right just so a man can choose me.
Yeah, cut that shit out. Because I'll keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want. But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that shit like, oh, I'm just a nice person. I'm genuinely like that. Well, bitch, you gonna genuinely get played.
Submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like, before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. Boy, it is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, you know? So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to.
Does he want it though? Because he said he want more chilling and not with you. Okay? She changed her tune because she got with the right one. This the same woman. Let's hear her again.
These are women who try to do everything right just so a man can choose me.
Yeah, cut that shit out. Because I'm going to keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want.
But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that shit like, oh, I'm just a nice person. I'm genuinely like that. Well, bitch, you gonna genuinely get played.
Submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
Okay, we're going to let her eat her words. That's very common, okay? But are you a wife? Or are you a living girlfriend and a baby mama? Well, let's get to what she's now defending what she was saying and things like that. But you look like a fool because Jasmin, all you are a maid to him. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Everything is done. I'm gonna put my baby to sleep. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what brings you guys joy, but it really brings me joy to serve. I love being a servant. I love to serve. It just brings me joy. I love it. I love serving. I love it. I love it. I don't give a damn. I'll be up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, cooking breakfast, serving. I just love that. I love it. Yeah. It's like, it just gives me purpose. And now with the new baby, now I just feel even more purposeful, especially like when I breastfeed. I feel so full of life. I love it. I love it. Come on, baby. This one, Nene.
Okay? You doing all of that and you don't have no ring. You don't. There's no security there. Cam can pull the wool from underneath her and she will be nowhere. And she's done all of this. And he's going to make a fool of her. I really feel like that. Do y'all feel like Jasmin Brown is acting like a pick-me? Everything she was against. Kinda. He kinda. We don't know if he really takes care of her or not. Y'all need to go check out that Cam Newton interview with Dr. Bryant. And y'all let me know what you think, because I kind of felt like he was like very flirtatious with her. And he really wasn't claiming Jasmin like that, you know. That's why women, we need to learn to stand in our worth and require like marriage before we start reproducing children. And if you see that a man has multiple children with multiple baby mamas, what do you think he's going to create for you? BP, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but she's not a wife. She's just a baby mother. Hey, Rosalandia. She's not a wife. And you doing all of this to burn yourself out. And I don't see that it's fair exchange. What? He's throwing money at her? He didn't even buy her a push gift. He didn't even give her a ring. You know what he got her? A card around all his kids. She out here calling his kids her bonus kids, and they're not married. I don't know. People try to portray these images on the internet, and it just really be a lot going on behind the scenes. And Cam, he has a wandering eye. He has a wandering eye. Sure, I'll talk slower. I can't help it. I'm from the East Coast. He has a wandering eye, but I just really want to promote women like standing in their worth and don't settle. Like, require a man to marry you. Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. But it looks to me that Jasmin Brown is now eating her words. And it looks like you're a pick-me, ma'am. Yeah. Absolutely. Stand in that. Stand in that. Congratulations on you being a new mom, you know. But I don't think he's ever going to marry you. He said it out his own mouth. He'd rather produce children than get married. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss, AIM. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is the theme today. How to choose healthy relationships. There's broken relationships thrown in our face every day. Every day. One of the shows that highlights broken relationships is Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop is Atlanta is on now, right? I happened to check out last night's episode. What a hot mess. And I'm telling you, this is years of broken relationships. You got Yandy and Mendeecees, okay? And then you got Kirk Frost and Rashida. Kirk is a known cheater. He always cheats on Rashida. Mendeecees, he's been checked out of him and Yandy's relationship for a long time. And I don't think Yandy, she doesn't want to see it. I feel like she's more vested in upholding the image than seeing what it really is. Yeah, still with the pain and walk away. BB, you're absolutely right. Some people are happy with that. With not being a wife and things like that. Just being you're absolutely right. But my point is, I feel like women need to learn to stand in their worth more and require men to step up and honor them. Yeah, hey, Veronica. Oh, yeah, right. Is that the question? Like, are they really married? Did she ever send in that marriage certificate? You know, Yandy is a known liar. She a known liar. She fooled the world. But Yandy don't know how to mind her business. She really don't. So let's start with Yandy and Mendeecees, because their situation is a hot mess. They're going through a rough patch in their marriage, and they are going through marriage counseling because Mendeecees feels like Yandy puts everything first. She doesn't consider him when making decisions and things like that. For those of you who know, Mendeecees and Yandy have been together for 19 years. And of that 19 years, Mendeecees had to go away for 6 of them due to DRUG trafficking. Okay? Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're on the path to 3K subs, okay? So they did counseling, and it looks like when they left counseling, they were more distant. Like, Mendeecees is refusing to wear his wedding ring. Right. Veronica, like, they not married. Look, we don't know if they sent in that marriage certificate. Let's hear what they had to say. Here we go. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this information.
And respect is so broad. I would want you to tell Yandy, what does respect look like to you?
I think respect is just being valued, making sure I'm seen and I'm heard, and taking my feelings into consideration.
And I love that you're very specific and allow that to be a process. Yandy's not going to do that perfectly tomorrow. But now you're sowing the seed, and she's aware to do those things for you.
One thing that I also feel like is that respect should be mutual. Since we've been dealing and going through it, this guy over here decided he no longer wanted to wear his ring.
I feel like once we get to a place where this respect is restored, then we can wear the ring.
So if it was a question from Yandy about your ring, what would your answer be to her?
My concept of wearing a ring is, people together as one. I'm trying to get there.
Not there yet.
But what is the part, the together part or the one part?
Both.
You don't feel like we're together? You're like, it invites so much negative energy. It invites so many questions. All of a sudden, people are like, are y'all together? He doesn't wear his ring. It's draining.
How does it make you feel that she's feeling like that every day?
For me, it has to feel real. A smile for social media, a smile for the cameras, and I can't fake it.
I think once you start worrying about the comments and what the blogs are saying, you start to alter your life to some people that don't even know you or give a about you. But when it comes to Yandy, she paid attention to all that.
So the question, though, is
Are you willing to fight for this thing?
I'm trying to get there.
Every single time I come to these therapy sessions, I'm hopeful and I am praying that this moves our relationship forward. I'm leaving here today painted as the bad guy. I don't even understand what the point is of us continuing to do these sessions when you constantly leaving feeling like, I don't know, it just seems like I'm sick of it at this point. Like I'm annoyed and I'm just frustrated. See, every session is beat Andy up. Beat Andy down.
Please don't play the victim.
I'm not playing the victim.
Not today.
I'm not
You
trying
can't
to play
throw rocks and then play the victim.
I'm not.
And hide your
How?
hands. You throw
How?
rocks and hide your hands. You
How?
play the victim.
So the respect just goes one way?
So all right.
What I'm
So
saying is-
put the ring on and then do what?
What do you mean? Do what we've been doing.
What's that? Faking it?
Like, I'm not trying to leave a therapy session and get into it with you. I think it was good. I don't even know why we're having this conversation now. Oh, wait, maybe I'm being disrespectful.
Condescending. Yo, that man is checked out of the relationship. Y'all let me know what y'all think. That man is checked out of the relationship. Yo, that man not wearing a ring because he cultivating another situation on the side, if you ask me. I'm sorry. He is checked out. He does not feel fulfilled. He doesn't. When a man is saying he does not feel heard in a relationship, he's checking out. Hey, Bree. Yeah, he said she was fake. He said she faking it for the gram like all these other relationships out here. Faking it for the gram. You see it with Stunner Girl. You see it with Christian Rock and Blueface. Okay? Like, how can you have a genuine relationship when it's staged all the time? It's been staged from the very beginning, if you ask me. Yandy was a side chick when her and Mendices got together. Right. Yandy has been ignoring him and now she's scared. But I'm sorry. I feel like I feel like their marriage, if there is even a real marriage, is on life support. Right, Veronica. Veronica said as a married woman, she would consider him done since he took that ring off. I would consider that too. I would consider that too. Ooh, I'm just saying. That man sound checked out. Checked out. Y'all let me know. And look, he probably got a side chick. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. He is checked out of that relationship. You know, Yandy do a lot of sneaky, underhanded stuff. I think one of the things he was upset with is the fact that she was willing to give her eggs, donate her eggs to someone, and she didn't consider Mendici and how that would affect them, or she didn't even ask him. She just did it without him. And so I think Yandy's so caught up on being strong, independent, and this and that, or whatever, she forgot she's in a partnership. Wow, yes. We was just talking about that earlier. Jayla said, this is why you don't hold no man down. And see, in a lot of those situations, because I watch Love at the Lockup, in a lot of them situations, these women hold these men down when they go away and get locked up. But then when they come out, they expect like this fairy tale and that they're just going to give them all this loyalty. If they weren't loyal before they went in, they're not going to be loyal after. Nor are they going to appreciate everything you do. And I find a lot of the times the men coming home, they feel like they owe them something. So they stay there out of obligation, not because that they really, really want to be there. So it's a bad situation. And I always felt like Yandy was putting on when Mendices got locked up. She tried to portray mind you, she knew he was going away. She got pregnant with a second child. Then she on our screen crying, talking about how could they take a man from the family? Like, how could your man break the law, Yandy? So see, like those little innuendos where she's like fronting for the TV. It's like, girl, bye. You knew what he was into. Right. When they can't fake it anymore, they leave. They leave. And I just really feel like all of these relationships are really, really fake. Okay, even Kirk and Rashida. Now, Jasmin, who is the side chick that got pregnant because Kirk cheated on Rashida or whatever. She has come back because they're trying to get a parenting plan together for their son. But that just goes to show, when you decide, chick, and you decide to reproduce with a married man, like, you just go by the wayside. You go by the wayside. That man will never put you first, and your child is going to suffer as a result of your decisions. Now, Rashida trying to act like, oh, like they so involved in Cam life. Rashida full of it. She still have not forgiven Kirk. But she gonna stay there because it's comfortable. She gonna stay there because it's comfortable. But they finally meet up. And during the interaction, it's revealed like that Kirk's still trying to get at Jasmin. And Kirk tried to deflect as usual, because he never takes no accountability, nor do they hold him accountable. And says that Jasmin comes to the door naked. So when Jasmin got wind of that, all hell broke loose. She's revealing text messages and things like that. And then Yandy had the nerve to double dutch her way in, because you can't even deal with your problems. And call herself trying to get at Jasmin and telling her to talk to Rashida and this and that or whatever. Well, this TikToker broke it down perfectly. Please thumbs up the video, share the video. Right. But Jasmin said on the show, like, they not involved. And she was like, F Kirk and F Rashida. And you know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest, I really think Jasmin should take it to family court and force Kirk to have to take his child. Like, I did not make this child by myself. And you will be an active participant like you are with the rest of them. It's crazy. But it's a whole bunch of broken situations. Kirk and Rashida they got so many businesses, they can't get divorced. Like, it's cheaper to keep her. They probably been out of love forever or whatever. But you could tell Kirk is just checked out. He said, I'm going to forever be a cheater. But this TikToker broke the episode down. And I was like, yes. Okay, here we go.
Martin Luther King, you're the one who told Carly Red to million men march over there and talk to Jasmin. Now you got an attitude when it's time to talk? Please. Blaming Jasmin for her and Rashida not talking when Rashida has never wanted to talk to her or wanted anything to do with this child and infidelity is insane. And honestly, Rashida doesn't owe Jasmin anything because Rashida is the one that got cheated on. But are we seriously acting like Jasmin going to Rashida is going to change anything? Rashida is super glued to Kirk, just like Kirk's man unit is super glued to that head. Y'all blaming everybody but Kirk Frost, the man who keeps defrosting on his own marriage and putting his frosting in and on every other girl. Like, I understand what Yandy is saying, but this thing works both ways. And also, Jasmin is not innocent. I see right through her. But one thing I can say is that she did not start talking about Kirk until Kirk lied on her and said she was coming to the door naked. And Carly Red Flags is so messy. Her taking a picture of the screenshots had me in tears. And did y'all see Carly mad that Diamond didn't pick her to be one of her bridesmaids? Like, why would she pick you? You could tell that Mendices is tired of Yandy and all of her Grand Theft Auto side missions. And why are we still talking about this giving up her eggs conversation? I am sunny side over it. But the fact that Mendices doesn't want to wear his ring is insane. If I held you down while you were in jail for 5-6 years, you're going to have to wear something on your hand, a ring pop, a ring around the rosy, a ring light, a nose ring. I don't care. You're going to have to wear something for my trials and tribulations. I had to raise the kids. I had to deal with your 73 baby mamas. Put your ring on. But the problem is they're not equally yoked anymore. Mendices want control of what Yandy is doing, and Yandy is the breadwinner, and she's not about to let him slow her down. Yandy is a civil rights activist, and he trying to get his act right. But this is how you know this show has been on way too long. Not Lil Mendices graduating from high school. Like, we really met him like this. And then to see Yandy and Samantha in the same room is cool, but I'll never forget about that reunion when her cousin snatched Samantha up so hard. Love and Hip Hop, please stop playing in my face with this Zell storyline of him getting this random girl named Brianna pregnant in Mexico. So it's just a coincidence that this random girl from Mexico just lives in Atlanta and she don't know that you gay? Okay. And then this girl Brianna is talking about she don't want to have a baby out of wedlock. Well, you might have to abort mission. He told her that he messed with guys before, and she said, I don't judge you for your past. Baby, that's past, present, and future. What do you mean? Y'all gonna have to send me a Zelle payment for me to believe Zelle in this story. Jessica saying that she do animal readings and that she speak through animals was killing me. Okay, Madagascar. I don't know why she's still on this show. She is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If Amy bring up this 10-year alumni relationship one more time, please, Amy, please. And Ashley really can't say nothing about nobody because you've been married to Lil Zane for 5 years and nobody in Atlanta knows. That is not Atlanta. Boo, tomato, tomato.
He broke the episode down perfectly. It's all broken relationships. Now, the Zell situation. Now, Zell, ever since he was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, he always said he wanted kids. But this woman coming out saying, oh, I don't want to have another kid out of wedlock. Well, then, girl, you need to use condoms when you fucking strangers. You don't want no baby out of wedlock. Use protection. It's not hard. So Love and Hip Hop is a hot mess, Knotty Crew. It's full of broken relationships. It's full of the creep squad, okay? This creep squad lives on. Kirk Frost is dipping his Kirky in everything, okay? And Yandy, before you get up in arms about somebody else's relationship, you better get what you're on. Oh my God. Hey, freshly cut grass. Speaking through animals, Dr. Doolittle. Hey, James. Please thumbs up the video. Share the video. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. We on the path to 3K subscribers. Oh my God, y'all. I went to see Blink twice last night. Can we say hashtag no Diddy? Ciao. Talk about walking into situations blindly. Can I just say this? If I go to a party with a bunch of strangers and I can't have my cell phone, I'm taking the first boat up out of there. Okay, first of all, I ain't even going with a bunch of strangers nowhere. Okay, now you can do the review. Okay. I'm going to be over there. Chill, girl. I said, what the Diddy Island is going on? What the Star Island is going on? Chill. Be careful what you ask for. So if y'all get a chance, check out the movie Blink. Is it Blink Twice? Blink 2? Blink Twice. Blink Twice. That's what it's called. Hey, please like, comment, and share. All right. So we're getting into all these dysfunctional, broken relationships around us. And a lot of them are dysfunctional because the people involved are dysfunctional and don't know how to stand in their word or whatever. The next dysfunctional situation we're going to get into, yes, Epstein Island, James, is Evelyn Lozada. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Shanice, her daughter, is giving life to Jackie Christie's comment, build a whore. Because she is now pregnant by the game. Yes. The game. Yep. The one who caught up in the SA lawsuit, who about to lose everything to that woman because of his ignorance. And she won by default because the ninja just simply did not show up. Idiot. You know what I'm saying? Now he left scrambling, trying to put his property in Whack 100 name like that's going to save him. But this woman keeping her foot on his neck, and she want to make sure she get the money. Well, out of nowhere, Evelyn Lozada, baby, come out pregnant. Excuse me, pregnant by the game. He claiming the baby, but not her. See what I'm talking about? Walking in your worth, people. Walking in your words. Well, come to find out, because the internet been buzzing, child. Evelyn Lozada was friends with the game ex-fiance. So it's been circulating all over the web and everything. Pictures of the game's ex-fiance at Evelyn Lozada baby shower and stuff like that, rubbing on the belly or whatever, right? Let me ask you something. I know at my baby shower, it was only like my closest family, friends, and things like that. Right? Closest family and friends. Right? Here's the picture. Alright, let's zoom in. That's the game's ex-fiance. She has 2 children with him. Look at that. Look at that. Rubbing on the belly. That's intimate, right? That's intimate. Yes. That's intimate. This is them throughout the years outside of the baby shower. That gives me, that's my friend. That's my friend. That's the game, baby mother. And look, that's the game, and I think her name is Tiffany. That's their first child, Callie. Okay? Look how close Evelyn is with her. That's a friendship to me. And now, Evelyn's daughter pregnant by the game. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. It's weird. It's creepy. Hey, feminine. No, Evelyn's daughter is pregos. Shanice. That's why she didn't walk down the aisle, right? Because the game was a hot mess. Yeah, Shanice. Evelyn's daughter is pregnant by the game. Okay? But Evelyn was friends with the game's ex-fiance, mother to 2 of his children. Okay? So here's Shanice. Pregnant. She announced it. Here's the post. Okay? She's pregnant by the game. The game was going around on podcasts saying that he is going to be a father, but he is not claiming her. He not claiming her. Yeah, mother and daughter duo. Okay. Well, Evelyn decided to come out, and shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this information to defend and deflect and distract and lie to us. Let's hear what she got to say. Let's hear what Evelyn Lozada got to say about this. I mean, because how do you explain this? Okay? Y'all was friends. And now your daughter pregnant by her ex-man. It's weird. Here we go.
I'm literally sitting here cracking up and thinking to myself, first of all, my face is a little red because I was emotional about something good. But anyway, so because I'm on the other side of it, right? And you guys follow like these celebrities and people, and I know that people talk about us because of the show, who would date, you know, whatever's happening in our lives. But it's always interesting for me, and I talked about this recently, for me to read the stuff about myself that are just false. You know, oh my God, this person was best friends with that person. How dare they? Guys, stop making this shit up, okay? it's everything that you read online, a lot of it is bullshit. You know, I don't mind, like, I live in my truth, I say what it is, but some of this stuff is crazy to read. So I'm anyway, my message got cut off. Anyway, the point is that yeah, you know, take the stuff you read with a grain of salt, you know, and really think about you as a person, right? When you read things and you're passionate about it or you really believe it, you're saying, oh, okay, let me go to that person's page to really tell them about themselves. But a lot of the stuff that you see is really bullshit. You know, if I was in a photo with somebody 10, 15 years ago, whatever it is, it doesn't mean we were friends. It doesn't mean we were best friends. It doesn't mean that we dated. You could be in a photo with somebody or you can share space with somebody and it not be what people make it out to be. You know, and a lot of people believe this shit. So it's so interesting to me. Anyway, life is good. You know, we're good. I'm happy. But yeah, just needed to share that because I'm always like, what the hell? Anyway, my message got cut off.
She full of bull swanky naughty crew. That's close. That's intimate. She full of it. Evelyn, stop playing in our face. Not when everything is on the internet. Y'all was friends. And now you don't want to claim her because your daughter is conducting whore activities like you taught her. She get it from her mama. She can't help it. That's what I'm afraid of for Joy Chavez and her daughters. That they gonna think this behavior is normal. Let me see. Veronica said rambling with no explanation. Absolutely not. I ended the poll. Do you think Jasmine Brown is a pick-me? 58% of y'all said yes, and 41% of y'all said no. So it's a little divided. I started a new poll asking my naughty crew, do you think Evelyn is lying? I think she's gaslighting. I think she's lying. And I think she's trying to save face for her daughter. Because this just does not look good. And the game is kind of creepy. Like, Shanice, you need to raise your standards. It's giving you have low self-esteem. Like, She get it from her mama, though. She can't help it. That's what she was raised with. That's how she was raised. Or whatever. So, Evelyn Lozada, stop playing in our face. It's all over the internet. Intimate pictures. You with the game's ex-fiance. Stop playing with us. Broken relationships everywhere. Everywhere. All right. Hey, Steven 2400. Welcome back. You know, we talk politics here on this channel and the different issues and policies that are on the forefront. And I've always expressed that one of my points of contention right now with this year is the immigration crisis that we have going on. Like, it's really, really getting serious or whatever. I know my local Home Depot is flooded with immigrants looking for day labor work and things like that so that they can survive. But you know, on the tail end of that, like, the government is giving them so much. And my problem with that is so many people, like, we have a homeless crisis. There's a lot of veterans and mentally ill people that are living on the streets, right? But the immigrants, they come over here, they're giving these people upwards of $15,000 in, like, food stamps. They're giving them housing and things like that. When we have people right here that are Americans that need these type of services, and it's just like, how we gonna help somebody else before we help the people here? That's just like a major point of contention for me. It does not make sense. All right. But the immigrants, they are taking over. Okay. Please thumbs up the video. Here's one example. where and shout out to CCBBW for capturing this footage, but a bunch of Venezuelans took over an apartment building. Hold on 1 second, I gotta get this up.
Nigga, the Venezuelans is taking over. They just jacked them? Oh, me. These niggas is out here tripping. Bro, damn, they done made a mess of shit. Nigga, y'all are on bullshit out here. They is on bullshit. Oh, shit. What the Yeah, they're tripping. Nigga, they cracking off in the air and everything. They driving over the... Nigga, we almost just got hit. These niggas is on bullshit.
Okay, so a lot of these people they let into the country, they're running from the cartel. They're a part of the cartel. They did not vet these people and check their criminal records or anything. So we don't know who they're letting into our country. And look, they're going in and taking over people's housing and things like that. They feel entitled. On the tail end of that, California State Senate has passed a bill providing undocumented immigrants up to $150,000 in state-supported home loans. Shout out to the spiritual world for this article. Like, it's people here that have been here for years, born and bred, that can't even get loans. But these people can come over, no credit, nothing, and they're giving these people homes. Let's get into the article. Hold on. The California Senate passed a controversial bill Tuesday that will allow some migrants in the country illegally to secure first-time home buyer loans. Do y'all think this is fair, Knotty Crew? Do you think it's fair, like, that we are, our food prices are so inflated, right? It's costing upwards, some people, $500 a month to feed their families. But they could come over and get like $15,000, $20,000 in food stamps. And they don't have to do anything for it. They just giving it to them. And where's the money coming from? Thumbs up the video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. So, if Assembly Bill 1840 becomes law, migrants can participate in a lottery system that will provide them up to 20% in down payment assistance or closing costs up to $150,000. With immigration such a contention topic this election year, there's concern that passing the bill might make Democrats appear lenient on immigration. This has led to speculation that Governor Gavin Newsom, a strong party loyalist, may ultimately veto this bill. Do y'all think this is fair? Yes, Bree. California residents get to work. Do y'all think this is fair? So that's like one of my points of contention when it comes to this election year, the immigration crisis, because I just feel like there's so many people here that need the help first before we go helping them. How are we going to help them and we can't even help our own people? Like, do you see the homeless crisis? Like downtown at Penn Station in Newark, New Jersey, it's a whole homeless community that lives there. People that need housing. I feel like they opened the borders without a plan. And we're going to suffer as a result of it. I don't know. I just wanted to bring that to the forefront. On the tail end of that, the Supreme Court shuts down. The Supreme Court shuts down President Biden's student loan debt relief plan again. I thought this went through. Right, Veronica. Veronica says she feels it's very unfair. We made many sacrifices to get our homes and no government assistance. Like, it's people out here that really saved up their hard-earned money to become homeowners. Why do they just come in and skate in and everything is just given to them? And we can't go to other countries and get these opportunities. All right, let's get into the Supreme Court rejecting the student loan forgiveness or relief plan. So it seems like President Biden just cannot win. Throughout his presidency, his administration has been trying to pass their student loan debt relief bill with no success due to the Supreme Court. I wonder why, right? Constantly turning them down. Recently, they tried one more time, and unfortunately, the Supreme Court shut them down once again. And shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this information. So, according to AP News, the justices rejected an administrative request to put the multi-billion-dollar plan, which would have lowered payments for millions of borrowers, in effect of Americans. It was blocked by the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The proposed plan seeks to provide a faster path to loan cancellation and reduce monthly income-based repayments from 10% to 5% of a borrower's discretionary income. The plan also wouldn't require borrowers to make payments if they earn less than 225% of the federal poverty line, which is $32,800 a year for a single person. The justices felt this isn't an agreeable plan for all Americans, so they rejected it. This rejection comes a year after the Supreme Court rejected an earlier plan proposed by the Biden administration. It's also important to note that the Supreme Court has a Republican majority, meaning they are less likely to vote in favor of Biden's plans and policies. So for those of you who feel like the president got all this power, these are the channels they have to go through to get bills passed. He stacked that thing before he left, child. He stacked that thing before he left. So y'all let me know what y'all think. It doesn't look like we're going to get student loan forgiveness at this point in time. We're going to break it up a little bit. So on the tail end of all of that, y'all let me know what y'all think. Right, James. See? James said it took me years to get a house, and now these people crossing the border and getting free homes. All right, little baby has been arrested in Las Vegas. Let's get into it, child. So little baby arrested and held on bail for possessing an illegal weapon without a permit. Child, why people travel like this, I don't know. So it looks like little baby landed himself in some trouble out in Vegas for having a firearm without a proper permit. So according to TMZ, he was arrested Monday night for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit and a felony and hauled off to the Clark County Detention Center where he was held on $5,000 bail. Okay, now the body cam footage has been released. Let's get into it. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this. Here we go.
Hey, I need 20 bands. Call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy. Call the number for me. Locking me up for a gun, but I got the license. Security, fuck your job. I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Let me go. Yeah, let me go. Hey, lady, my chick leave at 9:10. Birthday, lady. Your James party birthday. And I'll show you. Yeah, it's birthday. niggas out here. We came here for his birthday. I came with my sister. I ain't sure about that. Take my pants down. You want to take my pants down? Nah, I don't want to do that. I certainly could. If I go to jail, it ain't make sure y'all check me good. Nah, check me good. I got a gun in my nuts. Check me good. You on the camera? I got a gun in my nuts. Check me good. I got a gun. Alright, y'all let me in that car. Shoot myself in the head. Y'all fire. Super hard. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head when I get in the car. I got a gun in my nuts. I got a gun. I fell in that car by myself. Shoot myself. Can't really. Gotta go in.
Child, not that he got a gun in his nuts. And how you gonna try to bribe the people right then and there? I don't know if he's been released. I'm sure he has. Let me see. Let me double check. He playing, and you know what? Lil Baby don't even talk a lot. So he must have been nice. Like, he must have been zooted on something or whatever. But he better be careful. Because you know they trying to tie him to that whole YSL thing. You know, rumor is they trying to him up. Just like they have Thugger hung up. So he have to be careful. And I don't know why they don't hire security. Let them carry the blickies. That was out in Vegas. Let's see, Lil Baby, has he made bond in Vegas? Okay, rapper Lil Baby has reportedly been released from custody on bond in Las Vegas after he was arrested on Monday morning for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. Okay, after takeoff, I'll say strap too. But you got to make sure you have the proper permit and the paperwork. I'm sure he'll be all right. If he has a license, I just think the permit, he'll probably get maybe a fine or something like that. I just hope he's legally carrying. Bad Baby was spotted out with her man. Now she done tattooed his face. Child, I'm so tired of people playing in our faces with these toxic relationships. Like, it's just disgusting. Now she put it out there that they that he was knocking her between the washer and dryer, put out the pictures and everything, then turned around and got back with him. And now she want to continue to throw it in our face, the fact that she back with him. And it's just like, get offline, girl. Get offline. If that's what you want, you got it. Okay, you want that toxic man that be putting his hands on you, keep it. But keep it offline. Now they saying, shout out to the neighborhood talks. Are y'all here for a Bad Baby and her boo, LaVon, get each other's faces tattooed? This sounds just as dumb as when Krishan did it. Dumb. They ain't gonna keep him from keeping his hands off of you. Dumb as this is just dumb. And that ain't even your husband. It's your baby daddy. But she a pick me. She wanna be black so bad. Toxic, toxic, toxic. I'm over it. I'm over all these toxic situations, Knotty Crew. I'm over it. This TikToker, I like her. She broke down the Cam Newton situation. Let me see what she got to say. Let's see what she got to say. And then we're going to get out of here.
Cam Newton interview is shaking. Now, a lot of people are discussing Cam Newton's interview on his podcast with Dr. Bryant. There's a couple of points I want to make. Some things I want to discuss that I don't hear being talked about. So y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments. But before then, let's talk about it. So it took me a couple of days to do this video because this was a 2-hour-long interview and I had to really, kind of gather my mind on what I truly thought of it. And let me go through some of my observations. Number one, So when these two were talking, especially in the beginning, until she kind of calmed him down, it was a lot of weird energy coming from Cam as far as her answering the question the way he wanted. Now, I'm somebody who feels like I'm getting to know men as a grown lady, right? I don't have any brothers. I have very few male cousins. I have a father and uncles, but the male perspective from somebody my age is going to be skewed and only come from friends. But I saw a lot of him being like, he would ask her, where you from? She would give a long tangent about her history. He would go back like, that's not what I asked you. I asked you where you was from. To me, that controversy showed the simplicity between how a man thinks and how complex and deep a woman thinks. A woman, and I'm just speaking, speaking like that, a woman is going to overthink. She's going to take it there. She's going to give you a long, drawn out answer. And sometimes the men just want you to say LA. A lot of people are talking about what she asked him about him having so many children and how it was low vibrational, how he created broken homes because he's not going to be able to be attentive to all of these women and all of these children. And he said he wanted more kids, still looking for his wife. Although Watch Jazzy, who I'm going to get to in a moment, has proclaimed her love for him all over the internet, her subserviency to him. I'm going to touch on her in a minute, but the reason why I'm covering up Nick Cannon is because I want to stay on these two. Dr. Bryant is and I'm just going to have to keep it real with y'all, she's my nightmare. Can I be honest? She's my nightmare because that lady is 41 years old, beautiful, body on 10, face on skin, glowing, everything, like she was given that. And successful, educated, a doctor. This is her second time breaking up her marriage. She said that she called off 2 weddings. She's 41 years old. She still desires marriage. She still desires children. I was like, oh, you're actually like what I'm running from. She made a lot of points about being a runner and a track star. He said, you're a runner, you a track star. She said, when I first get in the relationship, I already have my track shoes on. That alerted something to me. Me as Chrissy, now I'm about to get y'all a little bit in my business. I am queen of leaving a man, baby. I will leave your ass. I will get out of there if I feel like any kind of like you don't like me like that, any vibe off, I generally run. Now that I'm older and I'm in a new situation, I am taking the time to stay. And she confirmed it is hard for some women to actually stay. Y'all have the conversations a lot like, oh, y'all stick beside men all the time. But I feel like black women, especially beautiful, successful black women, because she's really, really pretty. To the average eye, just like some not black people, I knew that she was in her 40s. They might look at her and think that she's in her 30s because she was that gorgeous. But when you're pretty like that, when you're pretty like us, you tend to think like, oh, I have a million options. Then that time comes and you're 41. Now, I'm 34. I just turned 34. This is the first time in my life I've been marriage minded. So I've never been all the way to about to have a wedding and called it off. I don't think I would ever do that. If I'm about to have a wedding and God sent me this person, I know this is my full-blown husband, I'm engaged, I'm not messing that up, baby. I'm walking down that aisle. So for her to call off 2, it showed me like something is up. And the fact that she still desired it, something is up. Now, they were going back and forth kind of heavy. It was a lot of him being like, I didn't say that. You're not answering the question right. And she had to calm him down. And she's like, you're getting your dress twisted up. They got the, ranking on each other a little bit. And I said, oh, these are 2 alphas. This is an alpha woman and an alpha male. Now, particularly me, since y'all asking personal opinions, I'm the type of woman, I'm alpha in my career, subservient in my relationship. In my relationship, I'm watching me jazzy. I'm in there knowing your breathing. You feel me? I'm in love with you down to the toenails. I'm like, girl, that left one needs a little scrubbing. Y'all don't know my man like I know my man. You could tell that her conversations with men tend to be a little maybe off-putting to black men. Because black men want you to come in when you're having a conversation. Y'all want to talk real? Black men, and this is what I've learned as I've been older, I feel like when they have conversations with you, it's giving very much like, yeah, teach me something. She's a full doctor. She's there to give her analysis on stuff, but a lot of alpha black men want you to be like, yeah, tell me, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, tell me what you think about it. Like,
He was trying to
okay,
join
see, I
them.
didn't see it that way. She didn't give that till later a little bit. It was hard for her to do it. And I said, oh, okay, I see why, there's probably been a little contention of why you're not married all the way. Sometimes you got to give that, especially when there's something like doctor behind your name. Now, I don't know if that goes for all women, but that was even in an episode of Sex and the City. Remember, Miranda went on that speed dating, and she could not get a guy until she told him that she was a waitress. She kept being like, I'm a lawyer. They would be like, Buzz, no lawyer. So a lot of times as women in power and women in powerful positions, you got to be so subservient when you're speaking to these men. It might be a weird alpha beta dynamic, just my opinion. The conversation on Watch Jazzy, his third baby mama of his 8 children, it's a deep conversation, and a lot of people like to go to signs. Oh, she's a Taurus. She's going to stick beside a man. That may be true. My mama a Taurus. I was raised in a house with all Taurus women. I get that. But to me, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This has got everything to do, to me, with culture. See, Jazzy is a West Indian woman. And I've told y'all before, if you haven't met me, nice to meet y'all. I'm Chrissy. I'm Bermudian. Okay? I'm Bermudian. I'm from the Bermuda Islands, Hamilton, Sandys. Okay? Now, West Indian women, if you know any, and you already know, we stick beside our men, okay? Just like I told y'all, I've been a runner in the track star in the past. I've also been a runner in the track star after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of dealing with somebody too. I've also done that. Been in relationships really, really, really long pockets of time because we stick beside our men. All the West Indians, all the Caribbeans, come to the front. Y'all tell me right now, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. For her to have the mindset at first, independent woman, I'm a woman, independent. And then she ends up getting with this man with money, who's going to make sure that she has the means to live a certain lifestyle. We don't come up off those. We don't come up off of our men a lot in general, y'all. West Indian women, I need y'all to understand, these is not mentally American women. They cannot have the accent, but I'm telling you that mindset is still the same. We literally live, breathe, eat, live our men. We don't leave them. They can put us through the ringer. They can act like it's not all that. But y'all write down in the comments and y'all tell me if y'all West Indian mamas and y'all West Indian aunties stayed with them, stayed with the men. Yeah, when you read the comments, you're going to see we stick beside them. So don't even come to that girl, honey. She's one stew pot away from making that man lunch tonight. Don't even worry about it. She's going to stick beside that man. And that's on Trinidad. These conversations are important, but I caution ladies, it's not about having a baby with a man. Like, to me, I'm never being a baby mama, okay? I'm never being a baby mama. I'm only going to be a wife and then a mother to a husband. I can't play that. Even in my big grown age, I can't play that. I'm too old to play them games. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I mean? There's situations where you be on full-blown birth control. You like, dang, I don't want to get rid of the baby. Anything. But be careful of a man that hasn't fully chosen you and you're fighting for your spot. Don't fight for your spot. When he came on there and he said he's still looking for his wife, that scared me. Y'all see that Lauryn Hill stuff scares me. Lauryn Hill and Rohan Marley, how he went and had 6 children with that lady after all them years. But then when he met that one lady, he got married to her after like a couple months. If he's not saying that you're his wife, I don't think you his wife, baby. Go ahead and go with that. Listen to that man. If he's saying it's not all that when he deals with you and he's still looking for his wife.
Wow, she made a lot of points there, okay? I do know when it comes to West Indian women, they stand by their men hands down, good, bad, or indifferent. That man can have a whole nother family and that woman gonna stay there as long as he is providing. But I don't feel like in a Jazzy situation, she really being provided for. I feel like she's being pacified. And Cam Newton really did say that he was still looking for his wife. And that's why I feel like she Now Jazzy is out here trying to prove like I'm a servant. I serve my man. I scratch his back, I rub his feet, but he does not want you. He said it on his podcast. Yeah, this is a TikToker called Everybody Hate Chrissy. Let me see. She not living a lifestyle though. I agree, Brie. I don't see where her life has been upgraded. And she's doing all of this catering to this man. And this man on national TV basically said he was still looking for a wife. So I take it back. Y'all feel like Jazzy is being a pick-me now. I think she turned into everything she did not want. For a man that she's still trying to gain his love. Like, either it's there or it's not. That man's still messing around. Y'all let me know if y'all agree. Let's leave it in the comments. Shout out to your grandma. Hey, feminine. Right. Stop catering to being nice. They take advantage. Nothing is free here. Thank you. And stop performing wifely duties without the actual ring, the paperwork, and things like that. Like, by the time they get married, Jazzy gonna be burnt out. But he not gonna marry her. He's still looking. He's still looking. She doing all that catering for what? When the man said out loud, he's still looking for his wife. And he want more children. Not with you. Not with you. So is Jazzy still, is she really coming up or nah? I don't think so. Okay, feminist said child cater and be nice to someone worth it. Like, I'm like, cater to me. I'm just saying, you a squirrel in my world trying to get a nut. Right, Bree. She doing everything. He want to leave her for Dr. Bryant. Because he was turned on, child. Y'all go check out that interview. He was turned on. And that's not the first person he was like kind of flirtatious with. He was flirtatious with Krishan. Which shows me like he don't really have a preference. He just looking to dump his load. He was turned on. He was turned on. So like he got Jazzy out here looking crazy. He got Jazzy out here looking crazy. And let me remind y'all of what Jazzy said, okay?
These are women who try to do everything right just so a man can choose me. Yeah, cut that shit out. Because I'll keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want. But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that shit like, oh, I'm just a nice person. I'm genuinely like that. Well, bitch, you gonna genuinely get played.
Submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning, I know how you are about midday, I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean,
He's spoiled. Boy, is it?
Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no, not Miss Big.
It's done. I'm gonna put my baby to sleep. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what brings you guys joy, but it really brings me joy to serve. I love being a servant. I love to serve. It just brings me joy.
Okay, Molly the maid. Where's Jocelyn? Molly the maid. Mimi, Molly the maid. Jazzy the maid. Okay? All right. Let me try to pull up Cam. Okay? And Dr.
Latinas
Brian.
were
Here we go.
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and it's for you.
What situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
about your wife?
I just want God to bring her.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you would say it, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Oh, let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health wise, and community wise, that Black men will stop.
Black men will what?
Stop doing that. That they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless, but you over here at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will, you get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish. I'm done, you can go for it.
Okay, say less. All right, so what identifies as a broken home?
What you have going on with these, whoever you're not in the house with, is a broken home. It's called a blended family. It's called a blended family.
That means?
That the family is blended. So blended.
So blended means broken?
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy that you were entertaining, you would go as low as 26,
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids.
As high as
whoever doesn't have kids, whatever age he is with no kids.
I just.
No, that's the age. I'm saying I don't have an age range as far as how old if he has no kids.
So your non-negotiable is a person who does not have children.
My non-negotiable is a person with kids, but yes, I get what how you're saying it. Yes. So
you cannot date a person. You cannot be with a person.
I can, but I'm choosing not to.
So
I can be with anyone, but I'm choosing not to.
You're.
I gotta correct it. It's my narrative, Cam.
You're like jump.
He's such a chauvinist. I'm sorry. Cause did y'all hear when he started talking? He said, "Say less." He's so demeaning. He has no respect for women. That's why he got all these baby mamas. Oh my God, I can't even stand it. I didn't even like when Krishan sat down with him, because he was basically telling Krishan, continue to accept the disrespect from Blueface. He'll grow out of it.
It's either.
No, it's not I can't. There's no such thing. I can date whoever I want. I am definitely well equipped to do so.
Okay.
So I'm not.
And I love that she set that standard for herself. It's a preference. It's men out here that don't want to date women with children. They want their family bloodline to start from scratch. So I can respect what she's saying. Like, she wants a family, but she don't want a blended family. She want her own family, a whole.
I'm not going to allow that word to be something that fits what I can't do. I'm well equipped to date anybody.
Yeah.
My preference,
yes.
Because there's nothing wrong with a lot of men who have kids, so I don't want to put that narrative out there.
Yes.
My personal preference is I would not choose to date a man with kids.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're dating a man with kids.
She's not doing.
Just a scenario.
Oh, okay, got it. Yes.
You're dating a man with kids.
Yes.
So you've identified that that's a broken home from the jump. With your verbiage of blended family means broken.
I've identified that I'm dating a broken man who is creating who he is, because we could teach what we know, we create who we are. And so broken people create brokenness, whether it's through a child, whether it's through a relationship, whether it's through themselves. It doesn't have to be a beautiful baby, but you're creating brokenness. And broken people can come from married households. I'm not saying that a two-parent household can't create the result of a child who then has brokenness and creates broken blended families everywhere. I'm not negating that.
That's not my point.
No, I know I'm making that point. But yes.
But my point.
My answer is I not only identified that those homes are houses without a home because he's not in them.
Yeah.
But also that he's a broken man.
But you're going to be with a broken man.
No, I won't. I just said I wouldn't be with a man. I wouldn't be with a broken man who has multiple kids. I would
No, not multiple. I'm talking
a kid. It doesn't matter.
So you're not going to date a man with children.
No, but let me clear this up, because you said I won't date a broken man. That's not what I said.
He mad that he not an option.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I heard you. Let me.
He is mad that he is not an option. That was a stroke to his ego. And you're right, feminine. She only turned him on because his aim is to break her. That's it. Like Nick told her, she's a challenge to guys. I love being a challenge. And I'm with her. Like, at this point in my life, I raised my kids. My kids are grown. I don't want to date someone who is still raising children or have children. That's my preference. I don't want to deal with that dynamic.
Answer it. Hold on. We all have a level of brokenness. So will I date a broken man? Yes. Am I going to date a certain type?
I think he was more mad that he is not an option for her. Seriously. And she was making that clear. He could not accept that. So, Knotty Crew, look. All hail to Dr. Bryant for correcting these broken men out here, creating more broken situations, because you are what who you are is what you breed, what you project out into the world. So I agree with her there. But a lot of these men are running from their trauma, and they're trying to substitute it by having multiple kids, multiple homes, and things like that. At the end of the day, until men deal with their abandonment issues, their mommy issues, and things like that, they're going to keep creating that cycle. And it's up to us as women, like Dr. Bryant does, to recognize it. Sure enough said, I don't think he won. But I love it. I love this conversation. I'm glad we are having these conversations because I'm so tired of seeing men running around creating all these families. They can't tend to it, and they think because they have money it's okay. No, children need nurturing. They need time. They need stability. Okay, they need more than money. But I just really feel like it's something very chauvinistic about Cam Newton in the way he thinks. In the way he thinks, I feel like he puts women down here. And my problem with that, how can you elevate yourself up here, like she said, and you got all these unresolved situations? But you trying to convince us, the world, that this is right. And in the meantime, Jazzy, you getting played, boo. You getting played. He gonna pull the rug from underneath you. You gonna wake up one day and like, cause at the end of the day, you had a baby with him. If he were to pass tomorrow, what are you entitled with? You have no marriage or anything as protection. His mother can oust you. Like, you was just a baby mother. Right. Right. But I felt like he was trying to find every which way to devalue what she was saying because he didn't want to take accountability for her speaking fact and truth. Her speaking about him. Her defining him. He's not used to that. See, he used to them dumb girls coming up there, the Erica Mendes, the Sukianas, and the Krishan Rocks. See, those the women men like Cam Newton and Nick Cannon go after. Why? Because they're easily manipulated. They don't have to do much. But for them to sit down and try to date a grown woman, they can't handle that. They can't handle that. Because they hold them accountable. Come up here calling me a monkey again and watch what the blood clot happen. Go suck your mother. Go suck your mother. Alright, so that's all I have for you. The theme of the show today is toxic, broken relationships, okay? How do you avoid that? How do you stand in your worth, Knotty Crew, and require a healthy situation, create healthy boundaries? You know what? It starts with loving yourself first and standing in your worth. You are who you attract, right? So that's where I think it starts. And I say, women, we need to do the work, walk through the trauma and things like that so that we can see clearly and we can look out for people like the Cam Newtons and the Nick Cannons, to see who's really vested in us, to see who really wants to create a healthy relationship, all right? And not just another broken home, in the words of Dr. Bryant. Like, so that's what I encourage all my ladies, even my men, right, to stand in your worth, because there's some women out here that's a hot mess that are like the Cam Newtons and the Nick Cannons of it all, okay? So, yeah, men stand in your worth as well. And just make sure you deal with your childhood and your past transgressions so that you can choose the healthiest situation for yourself. So, please, thumbs up this video, share the video, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate every last one of you joining the conversation. And yes, we had 2,840 subscribers. We are that close, Knotty Crew. We are that close. Like, I love every last one of you for supporting me. I really, really do. It's just really dope how we have grown this channel. And who would have known? You know, I went into this blindly, not knowing like, oh, will people like me? Will people hear my perspective and understand where I'm coming from? And it looks like so far it's happening. But we have conversations like this all the time over here, talking about relationships, dating, you know what I mean, creating standards for ourselves. We talk about mental health. We talk about politics. We talk about a lot of topics. It's so much, but I love every last one of you for always coming in and yes, on the road to 3K, and supporting. Right, exactly. They rolling in good, feminine. So we going to get ready to get out of here. So peace and blessings to you all. Like, comment, and share. Make sure you follow me on all my different social media platforms with Knotty Love Movement everywhere. We're on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, we're on it. So follow me, follow me, follow me. Braylee, I already gave you a shout out. All right. So I love you all. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, Knotty Crew, I'm out. One.